Thanks for checking out the frequently asked questions part of the instructor training. So first, we'd like to say that our company didn't have anything to do with your school deciding to use course evaluations in general. We just administer your surveys that the school decides they want to administer. Plus, nothing in this presentation represents the views of your school. We're just telling you about our product. The first comments we'd like to address are the ones like, I don't think course evaluations are useful in any format, or I hate my school's current course evaluation instrument. Having said that, there are some really cool tools we have that might address or minimize your concerns, especially if all of the instructors at your school use them. After talking to thousands of instructors at hundreds of schools, we recognize that some instructors don't think a particular survey question is either well constructed or it just doesn't apply to their class. Here's some great news for you. We've created a tool that you are going to love. It's called our Question Applicability Indicator. When an instructor views any report on our system, they'll notice there are symbols next to each of the questions. If you click on the symbol, you can designate how applicable the question is to one or all of your classes. An up arrow means it's especially applicable, and a down arrow means it's not at all applicable. This is a great way for instructors to get their voices heard. These symbols will appear on every report our system shows, so that when your dean or administrator reviews your course evaluations, they will see your concerns and viewpoints about particular questions. They can even summarize these concerns across the entire school, allowing for an intelligent, structured way to redesign your school's question sets, should they want to. We also give you new tools to understand your raters by. For starters, we'll report on the grading tendencies of your raters by analyzing every evaluation your raters have ever completed on any course evaluation. We'll divide the students into 5 equal buckets, from extremely easy graders to extremely hard graders. Why is this useful? Well, if you're up for tenure review and you see a sudden drop in your scores, some teachers might panic. Now you can check the makeup of your students. Did you suddenly get a bunch of hard graders? If you did, that would explain the drop, and you can confidently state that to your tenure review committee. Another thing we check out is the ability of your students to discriminate between one survey question and the next. In other words, were they paying attention when they answered the questions, or did they just click 5, 5, 5, 5, 5? Again, we'll break them into 5 equal buckets from extremely discriminate to extremely non-discriminate. If I were an instructor, I'd use this information by putting greater weight on the surveys completed by the more discriminating students. I'd like to introduce our My Focus functionality. This functionality will help more instructors get tenure than any other course evaluation system. It will also eliminate all of the guesswork and grunt work that needs to go into interpreting your course evaluations. Instead of pouring through 10 to 20 pages of course evaluation results each semester, you'll get a half-page report that tells you exactly what you need to focus on to see the biggest overall improvement in your course evaluations. Here's how it works. The first thing we do is analyze all of your evaluation questions across all of your classes. We then list the questions on a spectrum from where the greatest improvement is possible to the questions that the instructor already show mastery in. This analysis used to take a conscientious instructor several days to do, yet we'll have it done for you the second your course evaluation results are released. If your school is thinking about redesigning your question set, I recommend that you consider questions from our Ascend Normative Survey because it allows you to compare yourself to other schools, as well as have pre-written follow-up questions that will maximize each instructor's chance for improvement. Thank you.